Okay, we are back in Starfield. In the last one, I went through and completed the mission for the research lab on Crete. And just out of the camera, I just unloaded everything and also unloaded Vasco's inventory as well, so we're good to go. And he said to me that we should go to Alpha Centauri to do another mission. I'm really curious because there's other unknowns on this planet, and as you probably know, there's a lot of controversy around not being able to travel the whole planet and load screens, etc. And personally, I'm not really too phased because I'd rather just like a really good role-playing game where I've constantly got stuff to do or an immersive story. But on the other hand, I do play Star Citizen, and with Star Citizen, it's quite the opposite. It's fully immersive, and you do have those fantastic experiences where you fly your ship onto a planet, crash it, but then get out and explore a planet like this that looks amazing, and you feel like an achievement getting there. But also on the downside of that game is that it's really time consuming, and there's a lot of little bits of boring bits where you're just flying somewhere, and if you're doing it on your own, there's really nothing to do in that space. But that's obviously an alpha, and they'll flesh out the gameplay. So they're probably on really, for me, two different ends of the spectrum in gameplay, but they're space games, and you can get out of your ship and run around and fly your ship somewhere. Admittedly, they both do it fairly differently, but I think there was obviously a lot of people are upset that they felt like they were led that they could traverse a whole planet, and even when I heard that, I thought, oh wow, that's really big tech that they're going to be doing. Your hand's going to place an outpost beacon. Okay, so we can actually build here. So yeah, I just want to see. There's a big grazer over there. Like, this is for me quite big, and the really good thing is we can just instantly go back to our ship, whereas other games like Star Citizen. Oh, extreme heat, gas vent. Okay, don't go near that. Yeah, what I was saying was, with other games like Star Citizen, if I was to explore here and I wanted to go back to my ship, I'd have to run all the way back to my ship. Whereas in this game, I can automatically go back to it, and so it's a really good time saver for me because you know, I got family and only a very limited amount of time to play games. So this is good because I can fully get into the story, I can do what I want, and yeah, then you know, can do all in an hour and have something quite fun to do. Whereas other games like Star Citizen, which I do love, you can have like 30 minutes of just flying some, like of nothingness, and then 5 minutes of amazing, and that's great as well. Like, it's, as I said, it's an alpha, and they'll flesh out the gameplay, but I don't mind that it's modular in the landing areas, and you can. I've lost its beacon. Oh, there it is. Oh, so it's miles away. 700. But we'll run there. So you've got enough to do. So there is that bit where I'm actually kind of like Star Citizen. I'm having to run somewhere, and now I'm struggling to get there because I can't get up this mountain. And it's taking me probably longer than I would really want to. But the good thing is if I go, oh, okay, I'm sick of doing this, I can just quickly transport back to my ship. And also this... Oh, okay, I'm gonna run out of oxygen. Having a CO2 overload at the moment. Yeah, so but that's what I wanted to share. That so far it looks great. Look at that, just we're on a planet, we've got Vesco following us. And yeah, the flying out and the quick saves, the quick travel doesn't really bother me, and even the loading screens, because I've got a fairly fast SSD, it doesn't really bother me either. Like, yeah, I would like to take off on a planet, feel like I've done that, but then once you do it a couple of times, it gets quite boring, and you end up trying to fill your time chatting to someone on the forum or doing something completely different. Okay, so we're coming up to this outpost. Oh yeah, and it it would be good to get vehicles in this, but I can understand they want to try and limit you traveling. Alright, well, thank you very much for tuning into my little thought on the game. I'm very early in on it, and but yeah, I'm not too worried about the way they've created it. So okay, well, hopefully I'll see you in my playthrough, and hope you've got your hands on it, or you're forward to playing it or saving up for it. Okay, take care. This has been Starfield.